What's up, everybody? Welcome to Chicago Sports Podcast. Thank you for coming out. We're only 55 days away before the Bears. Can they do it again? Can the Bears repeat history just like they did last year? Okay. They were the best of all NFL teams, all 34, all 32 teams drafting, man. Unbelievable job. Shout out to you, Ryan Poles and company. Great job. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into a mock draft simulator. We'll be doing all that and more right after this.
Hops on the ice, red lights flash, goods in the summer, whole city mad. Track sick of tone, nigga ran for the sound. City ride with it, yeah, this our town. It's Chicago. Fucking hell, we live in Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, we in it. Cut the tape, cut the gong. Whole city tell me when we turn the ball. It's Chicago. Let's pay, lean in. Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, this spin. Same heart, same code. Sports podcast, hey, let's go.
Let's go. All right. So, like I said, NFL Combine is only 55 days away. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for all of this and more, man. Once again, this is brought to you by Chicago Sports Podcast. Subscribe, share this video for all of the Bears content, all of the Combine coverage, everything that we've covered so far. Okay, the draft coming up, everything to come, all the rumors and weekly updates, man, and breakdowns. So, like I said, we're getting into the draft, man. We're talking about all of the things that they have to do right. And there's a lot of pressure on how to secure and make this team better so we can get that Super Bowl push, right? So we're right on the cusp of either making this a really good run or a rebuild, because there's some things that we have to get right. We've got to get it right. And it's hard to get it all right when you're switching in between coaches like that. And we did not, I don't think we saw in a vacuum, we could say, oh yeah, well, Ben Johnson, that, Dennis Allen, Caleb Williams, we got all these players and, this talent. So yeah, why wouldn't you? But at the end of the day, if we really take a good look, even Vegas said 6-7 wins, right? So now here we are, 11 wins. We got something to build on. Let's see how serious they are about making this push during that Caleb window that he's got. He's got that rookie contract, so save a lot of money on that. And then look at the receivers, the monies that we've saved on the receivers. You got a bunch of, guys on rookie contracts. At some point, you got to pay them, right? But now here comes a whole new draft class. We got plenty of draft picks. We're going to get into a mock draft simulator and see if we can do our due diligence. I want everybody to put on their GM, thinking cap, and let's just do this. Was talking to one of the guys about this, upcoming draft, this spot right here, the 25th pick. It's a little weird. We don't really know what to do with it. It's been a while since we've had to draft so late. We're used to drafting early. And why do you draft early? You draft early because you stink. Well, guess what? We don't stink, so we got to learn how to draft late. Good thing about Ryan Poles is he came from a team that didn't stink. They're used to drafting late in the rounds and finding good talent. I'll say it once, I'll say it many times. There's 3 ways to upgrade your roster: trades, free agency, and what? The draft. So let's do our due diligence and let's break down 5 prospects. 5 prospects that could make this team better for Poles, right? So the way that we're going to put them on our radar, like Poles has, is, well, he should have them on his radar, is what I should say, is they're all evaluated on production. They're also evaluated on their traits and the positional value and long-term fit for the Bears. Where they actually fit for the Bears. Do they fit for the Bears with Dennis Allen in the building? Okay. Does he fit our Bears with our positional coaches, with our offensive-minded head coach? Does these prospects, these draft prospects fit for the Bears? Okay. One guy at the top of our list that we have talked about and a lot of people are talking about is Mr. Caden Proctor, defensive tackle out of Ohio State, big boy, number 98. Okay. almost an 88 PFF grade, right? Look at this guy. 6'2", 326 mountain of a man, only 20 years old, 65 total tackles, 3 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Big guy, man. What do you guys think about him? What about Emmanuel McNeil Warren? 6'3", 201 pounds, 24-year-old out of Toledo, 77 total tackles, 2 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, and 92 PFF grade. What do you got to say about that guy, huh? Pretty good one. What about Jacob Rodriguez? A lot of people have been bringing up Jacob Rodriguez, rightfully so. 128 tackles, man. 6'1", 232 pounds, 23 years old, Texas Tech, 1 sack, 7 forced fumbles, 93.3 PFF grade. Pretty stinking high, huh? Wow. What about this edge out of the U, man, out of Miami? So 6'3", 260, remind you of somebody? I think so. 63 total tackles, 12 and a half sacks. Wow. We need that. Let's get that on our team, huh? 4 forced fumbles and almost a 93 PFF grade. See a couple PFF grades that are pretty high up there, huh? Finally, what about this guy? Monroe Freeling, 6'7", 315 pounds, 21 years old, Georgia, right? Man, they put some guys in the building, don't they? That's like NFL University there. 2 sacks allowed, 2 penalties, 71.2 PFF grade. So all good prospects, all guys we need to consider to look at. Like I said, from rebuilding the trenches to adding defensive playmakers, these 5 prospects could be the difference in another rebuild or another championship run. So, all right, everybody get on their thinking caps. Okay. Let's get on their mock draft thinking caps. Go ahead and take this guy down. How's everybody out there in the chat doing, man? Appreciate you guys showing up. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video, okay? Let's go ahead and get this mock draft simulator going. Here we go. Do normal speed, Bears, 7 rounds, and share it. And here we go. All right. Now, this one I'll do. This one Trax is going to do. I'm going to put on my thinking cap. All right. This is including trades, all the good stuff. Okay. You guys know how we do. So here we go. So you're a first time watcher of this. You've watched us, but you haven't watched our mock drafts. That's how we do it. We let me run the first one. You guys run the second. By committee, we pick who we want. I'll pick everything. This one, the next one, you guys pick. Okay. Give it a little bit of time for people to get in the building, get situated, whatnot. But first one, 7 rounds. Now with this situation, I really wouldn't mind trading back. You know what I'm saying? Would not mind trading back at all because you can get a little bit more juice for your squeeze if it all works out. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to try to force a round peg in a square hole, but if it's right and I see it and it's going to help us out, listen, money is an issue right now for the Bears, right? So the more guys we can get in the draft, that's a cheaper way of elevating and making your team better, right? The more guys that we can get in the draft, the cheaper it is, and hopefully the better, team we can put out there on the field. I will say this, not everybody can be 20, 21 years old right out of the draft. You need some vets, okay? It's just not going to work that way. Just not going to work that way at all. So anyhow, let's get right into it. Here we go. All right, Fernando's already off the board. We knew that the Raiders were going to pick him up. The first running back is off the board already. That's crazy. Wow. Couple defensive backs off the board. Some edges, some offensive linemen are already going early. There's a wide receiver. Wow. Jeremiah Love went. Now, listen, guys, we're looking at this right away. Is what I see here is we're not going to be able to use that second rounder. If this was the real world, I might be all in on this because, you can actually use that draft pick next year. But we won't be doing that here. We will not be drafting for next year. We're drafting for this year. So if you give me a package like Carolina did for 51.83 and the second rounder, I'm going to tell you to kick rocks, okay? I will not trade with the ops. There's no way. That's the number one rule on here. There's no way I'm going to trade with the ops, okay? So right out the gate, I don't see anything qualifying. I wouldn't mind countering. With Carolina. Let's see if what they'll do. Okay. Right now, it looks to me like they don't have a first rounder, and that's what they want out of us. They don't have a first rounder. Oh, but they have the second rounder, the third rounder. Let's see if they come off the fourth rounder. They come off a fifth rounder? 2? I don't know, man. So here's the deal. You're going to get 4 picks for R1. I might do this. Like, you know what? It's the first time of the year. Let's not get into this kind of stuff yet. Let's just go over quality. And so I'm going to reject this trade is what I'm going to do, guys. Okay. So here we go. Who do we have available? First available is a safety out of Oregon, Dylan Thieneman. Defensive tackle, Caleb Banks out of Florida. Caden McDonald out of Ohio State, and Monroe Freeland. Now, I will say this. Very interested in getting a tackle, but I don't know if I want to get one this early. If I do, it's a defensive tackle. Okay, so let's take a look. Caleb, 6'6", 325, arms over 35, overwhelming size, got good quickness, stack and shed nightmare. Sounds really good. Sounds like a really good guy. Has had foot issues, though, and that he had an injury that required surgery. Okay, so that's a possibility for me there. Now let's look at Caden McDonald, okay? Caden McDonald. I do this just so we can refamiliarize with these guys, and you guys could read it along with me, and you guys can make your decision here based on what we go off of my decision. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this Caden McDonald. 6'2", 326, similar size. Caden followed in first-round pick Tyleik Williams' footsteps as Ohio State's starting nose tackle, and now he's on track to potentially mirror Williams' draft capital in 2026. Wow. 4-star recruit, McDonald tips the scale, 6'3", 326. His size, he has awesome on-attack explosiveness, raw power. McDonald with Williams. Williams was visible, more flexible, and alignment versatile. Nonetheless, McDonald serves his early down purpose, double team management, combo absorber, line reset specialist, and block shedder. Meanwhile, he has a high-level linear explosion and throttling point. I think I like this guy. While he'll never be an elite pass rusher, McDonald is an excellent orbit defensive tackle at O-Tech and One-Tech with the overwhelming point of contact power to wreak havoc in the run game. Listen, this is my guy. I need a guy. I'm looking at both of them. I'm a little curious, a little concerned, I would say, about Caleb's, injury, whatever. So now I'm looking at this Caden McDonald and I'm saying I'm going to go with him. Okay. So here we go. Now we just wait for our next pick. Okay. How's everybody doing out there in chat town? What's up, guys? How you doing out there, Doug? Lewis? Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, man. Appreciate you guys. Let's get back in here, see what's going on. Time to put on my hat again. All right. So what we got here is another time. Remember, I told you guys that whenever they want to trade next year's pick, I'm going to turn them away because I don't really think that that is a good deal since we don't get to do anything. I will, however, counter if we'll see what the other picks look like. 82, we're not going to trade with the ops. So let's counter. Looks like we might get it done. I'm not mad at this. If this goes, we're good. Oh, rejected. All right, done deal. So now, listen, guys. I was very, very familiar. Josiah Trotter's father, linebacker out of Missouri. Wish Michael was on. He could tell us a little bit more about this guy, but I'm a big fan of Jeremiah Trotter, man. Played excellent ball in Philly not too long ago. Good pedigree. I think he has another son in football too. Yeah, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Yeah. Josiah Trotter surely has the same pedigree, not been around as long. He has flash of dominance. Really excited about this guy. They say sturdily, second level presence, great explosiveness, great between tackles in the box. I like him, man. I like this guy. You know what? As much as I'd like to get Kamari Ramsey, because you all know I follow USC, man. I'm from California originally. I really would like to grab that safety. I don't think that we need to go after a safety this early. I definitely think we need a linebacker, especially with Tremaine on the brain and he's leaving. And I'm going to go ahead and get this guy, Although, here's the deal. What is Josiah's 40? I didn't look at that. Let me look at that up real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm also going to switch this out real quick. Hold on. Let's see here. Trotter. 40 time. Need to get that speed, right? Fly to the ball. Let's see. 4.61. Oh, man. Not among the top. 10.5-inch hands, though. Wow. So, yeah, I'm looking at him right now and he okay, so this is where you got to do your due diligence, man. Just because you have a feeling for somebody and they potentially were somebody that was pretty darn good and their dad, like I said, I've got high respect for Jeremiah. I look at this and I say, you know what? I look at it and I can't do it. I can't stamp this guy. So here's the deal. We got a center on here. We got a receiver. Best player available. Let's look at offense, okay? Demetrius Crowner, Ted Hurst, Oscar Delp, Jennings Dunker. I like him. I like Dunker. Guard. What about on defense? Let's look at defense. Couple safeties early, defensive back, edge. Jacob Rodriguez. Maybe we ought to go explore that trade. Maybe we should go explore that trade that we had earlier. Let's go take a look at this one. I really don't see anything that I have to go get right now. I really don't see anything I have to go get right now. So if I can, they wanted to give us maybe. If I can get these 3 for that, let's see. Accepted. Okay, cool. So yeah, hopefully that spot's available and we'll go grab. No, I can't fall that far back. Reject. Okay. All right, get back to it. All right, so now this leads me back to where I was at earlier. Got to go to offense, right? Add 70. Jennings. And I'm going to tell you why I want Jennings, even though, you know what? Let me look at this Texas A&M Crowner, though. 6'7", 319, has the tools to win the allure of an NFL team first 2 rounds, and he's quickly trending up on the operational side. 6'7". Blocker was originally tight end recruit, if you can believe it. He played 2 ways between tight end. Okay, sounds like a guy that could potentially be kind of like a, what do you call it? A project type guy. Not a lot of experience. I don't know if I want to put a stamp on that. Let's go to defense. Mason Flash Promise, 6'4", 6'2", 241, 9 sacks, 13 tackles for loss, 80.6. Man. What about defensive tackles? Ooh. Okay. I'm going to have to go with best player available, man. Let's go with Kamari Ramsey. And this is why I'm so hot on this guy, man. 6'2" or 6 foot, 202. Transferred from UCLA to USC in 2024. Quickly became a glue guy for the Trojans' last line of defense. Able to play safety or nickel, so he could play 2 positions. That's why I like him. We need that in that type of Dennis Allen type defense, man. Versatile, can serve as, again, the meshing point for NFL secondary. And he has a truly complete palette of tools all the way across the board, man. Lightning foot, quick speed, and coverage recalibration. So this is the guy, man. Overall, you got to be able to get a guy like this in the building. I think we go get him. There we go. All right, and we're going off. So, yep. Didn't like that speed on Trotter. That was my deal breaker right there. I'd say if we had more speed in the linebacker position, then yeah, but no. Gonna have to move along. Got a trade for Seattle. I'm gonna reject that one. Trade for San Fran. Reject that one. All right, so now let's see what's next. What do we have available next? Got an offensive tackle, defensive tackle, cornerback, running back, linebacker, Alabama. Kalen Rutledge. Tell you what, I might jump on Kalen. If I don't like what I see out of this linebacker out of Alabama, Deontay Lawson was a full-time starter at Alabama. That automatically gives me some really good vibes right there. Had for the better part of 4 years, and he has the combine experience, combined experience and talent to allure NFL evaluators. Lawson began his Crimson Tide career as a primary special teamer, but took on more defensive snaps down the stretch 2022. So 89 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss, 1.5 sacks, and 4 pass breakups. Just a good football player, not quite transcendent talent to his former teammate, Jalid. Oh, man, if he was like him, but Lawson is sound both phase. Meanwhile, takes on blocks. Lawson can fill a void as a quick second level commander at the next level. I kind of like this guy. I'm not going to lie. But like I said, we got to look at the full body of work. Let's look at Connor Lew. Oh, he's a center. We don't need a center. We got a really good center. I can't believe I'm saying this, guys. Can you guys believe that we're actually talking like this? There's just people that we don't need. It's crazy. Straight up crazy. Tiernan started all 40 games across his collegiate career. Notable snaps from left and right tackle. Stellar swing tackle candidate. Legitimate starting utility as well. Could be a candidate to move inside also. I like this. 6'7", 327 pounds, heavy hands. Pass blocker. Wide base, tight hands. And then what pick is he? 93? I think we're going to grab him. I think this is the guy I want right here. All right. Yeah, I want a swing tackle. That's who I'm going to go after. Trenches, right? So. All right. So this is who I got so far. These are our picks, guys. First, we got Caden McDonald, 25th pick. Kamari Ramsey, safety, USC. Caleb Tiernan, offensive tackle, Northwestern. How am I doing out there, guys? Let's see. Let's go check out the chat. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Be sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Share this video, man. Got more to do. Lot more to do. Yes, Trax is on the clock. What's up, Louis in the building? Doug's in the building. Yes, sir. Love it. Love you guys. All right, back to the mock. Back to the mock, guys. Team still needs edge. See what we got here. USC, Anthony Lucas, 256. True senior, former 5-star recruit, passes eye test, 6'5", 272 pound frame, energized athleticism. However, the production and consistency haven't quite come along even in his 4th season. I'm sorry. I'm taking a pass on you, buddy. Sorry about that. Can't do it. Logan Jones. Can't believe we don't need a center. It's crazy. It's a good draft for centers. Let's look at the I'm in a weird spot, aren't I, guys? Look at Landon Robinson out of Navy. 5'11", 291. One of the best defenders in his conference. His entire 3-year career after riding the bench in 2022, he emerged with 4 sacks, 4.5 tackles for loss. Build his success 2024 and 2025. I'm a little concerned, not going to lie. I think if you played against better talent the whole time and he's undersized, I don't think we want to take a shot at that guy. Would like to have a Navy guy on the team, but not willing to risk it. Let's look on defense. Need to go defense. Let's look at edge, guys. Oh, Jay Sean Burnham. 6'3", 240. Heavily anticipated transfer addition for the Michigan Wolverines 2024. After accruing 10 tackles for loss, 7 sacks in his first 2 seasons in Maryland, Barham's first season wasn't as fruitful as many had hoped. He met expectations with his physicality, 6'3", 248, but proved hot and cold both with his instincts and comfort, both in gap patrol and in coverage. In 2025, he utilized in a role closer to that of a full-time edge defender and flashed promise in that role, earning double-digit tackle for losses and 4 sacks. I want to say if we had a guy, we need a guy that's going to put pressure, a good edge rusher. And that just doesn't seem to be the guy that we want, that we're looking for. Max Llewellyn. Oh, was one of the more productive pass rushers at the collegiate level over the past 2 seasons. This guy right here, this might be it. 6.5 sacks, 9.5 tackles for loss, 6 pass deflections, and a solid PFSN edge impact rating of nearly 80. Top 15 in the entire class. 32 and 5/8 arms. He's tall and low cut with a good lean mass, but is much lighter in his lower body and is relatively short-armed. He's best as a pass rusher where he can use his lateral agility and fluidity to win with wicked spins and swipe combos. Dude, I'm telling you right now, he brings great gap intelligence. I've listened to this guy. Very smart, good player. Let's get Max Llewellyn out of the draft. I think this is who we're going for. I'm excited about it. You guys excited about that pick? I think that was a good pick, man, for being that late. Look, we're on the board again. Look what we got. We got more. Okay. Let's take a look. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Let's look at receiver, guys. We might need a receiver. 6 foot 189. 5'10". I like mine a little taller. Kyle Lewis, 6 foot 220, one of the best defenders through the 2024 and 2025 seasons. 2024, the Farmer 3-star, racked up 101 tackles, 15 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, 4 interceptions, 3 pass breakups, earning his first All-American honors. 2025, he added 8.5 tackles for loss, 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 3 pass breakups his career while taking home second All-ACC recognition in his senior invite. The Senior Bowl, Lewis was one of the biggest risers, thriving in both coverage, one-on-one, team drills. 32 arms, Lewis fits an incredibly unique player mold that blends the linebacker and defensive back. This guy right here. This guy right here could be our linebacker and our nickel, fill-in nickel, man. Lighter frame, correlate play strength. Presents quality to start. Dude, I'm getting this guy. Let's go get him. Let's go get Kyle Lewis. You are a Chicago Bear. All right. We still got the... Oh, we got the NFL chime. I forgot about that, guys. I'm sorry. I've been holding out. We'll bring that in the next mock draft we have, okay? I'll bring it out for your guys' mock draft. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got a trade on the board. 156 to 162, 242. 195. I want to accept that, man. Just straight up, I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, let's do it. This is huge. This is huge. The value offer for us is 12. Their offer for them is 13. I'm going to accept that, guys. I'm going to accept that. Okay. That's not really a significant amount, dude. You're not giving me nothing. Matter of fact, I'm sliding back twice. So you guys think I'm an idiot? We are 162, 240. They're going to give us 165 and 244. Are you freaking kidding me? Absolutely rejecting that. I mean, bro, maybe I'm drafting that bad that they thought they could slide that by me. I don't know. What about this guy, Tim Keenan, the third out of Alabama? I would be looking for a tight end, but it seemed that I feel like Cole Kmet's going to stay. I think we're good for a while. Tim Keelan, a 3-year starter, Alabama Crimson, tied after joining the program as a 4-star recruit 2021. Offseason, he trimmed down and became main and stacked defensive line rotation, carried that momentum forward. Standout 2024, wherein he earned 2.5 sacks, 7.5 tackles for loss, PFSN, impact grade of 77.3, slight regression. Senior Bowl spotlight both his prevailing strength as well as his limited pass rush profile. Kenyon is a high motor defender. Short armed, doesn't have consistent counter. I don't like this. I'm backing out. Backing out of this guy. What about this guy? Kevin Coleman. 5'10". Hidden gem. 2026. Curious about his background. He's played 4 different schools. 2025. Clear, however, wanted to return to home, St. Louis, hometown, Missouri Tigers, though the Tigers struggled at times. He thrived. Team's most efficient weapon, caught 66 passes for 730. And I will say this guy right here would probably play really well. He had a low drop rate. He would probably play really well with Luther Burden, huh? You know what I mean? Let me look at this guard real quick. 6'5", 322. '91 grade. 10 penalties. No. Sorry, bud. You're not making it. I'm going with Kevin Coleman Jr. We need a guy. Need a receiver. So. Here's our pick so far, guys. Katie McDonald, defensive tackle. First pick. Second pick, Kamari Ramsey. Caleb Tiernan, offensive tackle. Swing tackle. Max Llewellyn, edge, Iowa. I really like that pick. Kyle Lewis, I really like that pick. Linebacker. Kevin Coleman. I think there's something good that's going to come out of that guy. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Oh, we got another pick. Another pick already. Penn State. Gifted playmaker. 6 foot 226. Total almost 4,500 yards for scrimmage. 54 scores. 4-year career. He's been clocked 23.6 miles per hour is rumored. 4.35, dude. I'm getting this guy. This is our guy. This is our running back right here. We need him. He's on the team. You are a Chicago Bear. You are a Chicago Bear, sir. Thanks. Yeah, I thought the Jacks trade was pretty good too. So round 6, we don't have that far to go. Okay. Marlon Klein. Actually, I kind of like this guy. I know about him. 6'6", big boy. But honestly, I think we need to go after another linebacker or an edge. Seven sacks, 13 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles to his name. His production stalled in 2025. His still had compelling outlook. Doc. I don't know, man. TJ Hall. Oh, Devin Boykin. I could have went and got him. Minnesota. 6'5", 315. Keegan Trust. Sounds familiar. I'm going to go with Marlon Klein, man. I know the tight end. I think he'll do really good. Another connection, Cole Kmet. Or Colson Loveland, sorry. So what's funny is you look back, right? You look back at all these guys we talked about earlier, right? And none of them. We ended up getting none of them. But we got guys like them, right? So make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, man. Appreciate you guys. All right, where are we at? Okay. So okay. I will say this. I think it's time to hit the defense up. Defense has been taking the back seat for a while, so George Gums, 6'4", 250. What about this guy? State. James. Yeah, there we go. Get this boy out of Illinois. All right, got a defensive tackle. Let's see who the ops gets. Edge, George Gums. Should be it. All right, there's our draft, guys. So now it's time for your guys' turn to unleash the beast. So let's restart it, see what you guys got to say. Let's do this one fast. Let's go fast pace for this one. You guys ready? Here we go. You guys are up. All right. So far, we've already got a draft trade to consider. 3 of them. We got Chicago, 25th pick for the 28th pick. And then they're going to give us 59. And then we're going to give them 89. So that's good. For 3 spots, value offered is 300 to our 26. We're going to gain 24 extra points there for that. This one is for next year pick, 27th. Not really big on that one. 30 and 62, not bad. I still like the first one. But if you guys want to trade or just see who's available first, let's go ahead and hide this so you guys can see who's available right now. Caden Proctor jumps right out at me. Penn State's guard. Cooper from Indiana, big-time receiver. Caden McDonald, Ohio State. Those are just the top guys on the board here. So let's go and see what you guys got to say. You guys are the GMs. Let me know what you think. Trade with Houston. I picked Thiem in last draft, Erica, and he went much later than right now. You could get him next round. The swing tackle from Northwestern. Yeah. All right. So somebody spoke up and they said, let's take the trade. So there's our trade offer. Make sure you guys share this with everybody, okay? Share this video with everybody right now on your social medias and neighbors and stuff. Run outside, tell everybody. All right, so now we've got another one. Remember I said next year's trades aren't that good because we don't get to see them. Same way with this one and this one. So say reject, reject, reject. All right, so this is who we got on board right now, guys. Top picks, Caden McDonald, 26 is still there. Omar Cooper Jr. Loans there. CJ Allen's there, Georgia. Colton Hood, Clemson, Blake Miller, Edge, TJ Parker, Clemson, Lee Hunter. Let's see what you guys think over here. Let's talk to the GMs. So far, Erica says Peter Woods. Peter Woods is gone. He was gone early. Peter Woods at the 25th pick. There's no way you're getting Peter Woods. Peter Woods went at the 10th pick, Erica. 10th pick to the Bengals. McDonald again. Doug spoke up. McDonald going once, going twice. Going once, going twice. Can I get a second? Can I get a motion on the board here? Caden would be my pick. Okay. All right. 2 will do it. Caden McDonald's on the board. Okay. Oh, my goodness. I only picked 1 round. We have to restart our draft. This is hilarious, guys. So sorry. So sorry about that, guys. All right. That was a... Man, I'm getting all of this out of the way. Getting all the mistakes out of the way, guys. Get them all out of the way. Hold on. And I'm going to hook you guys up with this. This time. How about that? Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, here we go. Should have went fast. All right. Sonny Styles is gone. Bum deal. 5th pick. Knew he was going. Guy's a freak. Fast. High jumper. Long jumper. Caden Proctor went to the enemy. Went to the Lions. Peter Woods gone. 22nd pick. Kansas City wants to trade, but they want next year's pick to give us. Same thing with Jax. We're not trading with the ops. We're not trading with Green Bay. All right, this is who we got. Caleb Banks this time at a defense, Florida. 22nd, he fell. We could go get him. The only problem I got with Banks is his injury history is kind of disturbing. Yeah, Monroe Freeling there. That's a new one. And Messidor, edge from Miami. Let's take a look at Messidor, guys. Akeem Messidor will be a 25-year-old rookie. He has an injury history to take note of, but if medicals check out, oh my God, I can't even do this. I can't finish, guys. I'm telling you right now that injury history That concerns me. We need a day one starter. We can't be starting off like this. You know what I mean? CJ Allen, Brandon Chiss, Blake Miller. These are all the guys we got. Caden's up there. Monroe Freeling, Georgia. Let's see what you guys think. Banks. So Lee Hunter now, please, or Banks. What do you guys think? Is you guys good for either one of those? I need a second on one of those. Somebody help up make Erica's mind. She's got two guys on her mind right now. Lee Hunter or Banks. Like I said, I like everything he possesses. 6'6", 325. Arms over 35, overwhelming size, length, forklift power, play in human burst and quickness, stack and shed nightmare. Had foot issues in the past and suffered another injury that required a procedure against LSU and ultimately caused him to miss most of the 2025 season. There's a definite lack of certainty regarding Banks' projection on account of his small on-field sample size. So there's not a big sample size, Erica. That's why some people aren't really sold on Banks, you know. Lee Hunter, defensive tackle, 6'3", 318, 24-year-old rookie, so he's a little older. He's not 2021 like the other guys, like Cade McDonald. So he may fall outside of some teams' age thresholds. Nevertheless, profile is arguably the most complete nose tackle prospect 2026. 4 sacks, 20 and a half tackles for loss, UCF. And upon transferring to Texas Tech, he maintained his high-end production, 2.5 sacks, 8.5 tackles for loss, and a strong PFS and defensive tackle impact of 81.9. Devastating power, anchor, latch strength, absorb combos, double teams. Motor ensures that he's always around the ball. Sounds pretty solid. I see why Erica likes him. So, I don't know. I'm kind of more on this, this Lee Hunter. I like Lee Hunter, and I also like Caden. I'm good on either. You guys make the call. This is your guys' baby. I'm out on Mesdor, though. This TJ Parker edge, though, 6'4", 263. 11 sacks and 20 tackles for loss. You kidding me? 6 forced fumbles? He regressed in 2025. More high-quality reps. His regression brought forth new questions about his projection. Hyper-dense and reasonably explosive off the line. Vulnerable power, element forced tackles, long arms, gap-to-gap counters. Parker flashes solid. Production, power, bend. He doesn't have explosive power or bend, and his rush plan was less consistent 2025. He never be a high-tier starter. It gets worse on edge the later rounds you wait. You know what I mean? It's not going to get any better. So we might not fix our edge in this draft, right, guys? So Hunter. All right, we got Hunter. We finally got our first pick. All right. It's good, though. That's why you get them by committee, so you can get more, chefs in the kitchen to figure out what's going on. A lot of prospects in the draft, but the more you look into them, the more confused you get. It's pretty crazy out there. All right, we got a draft offer, 83rd and a second for next year. No. Got Caleb Banks available still. He's still there. He's still there, guys. We can go get 2 defensive tackles this draft, or we can go pick up a safety, go pick up a receiver, go pick up an offensive tackle, running back, cornerback, defensive tackle, cornerback, running back, tight end out of Georgia, guard, Jacob Rodriguez, 72 picks we got left, or yeah, Jacob Rodriguez, man. What do you guys think? Who do you guys want? Banks. Banks. Caleb Banks. Zion. Rutledge at 91. Yeah, Zion's gone at 44. Dang. I wish you would have told me that last draft. I forgot about that guy. I would have got him. If he was available, he might not have been available. Go, guys, look at the edge. Somebody just talked about an edge. Let's look at edge and see who's available. Gabe Lucas. Left tackle, Overton, LT, Overton, Edge, Moore, Derek Moore, Michigan. 11 sacks, 13 tackles for loss while earning all Big Ten recognition. He brings power packed, 6'2", flashing initial burst, hand power and strength, finishing moves. Most of his career thrived at a 2-point stance as a linebacker, where his mobility for size stood out, but his strength and leverage suggest he could offer more impact as a 3-point defensive end in a 3-4 or 4-3. Grant some degree of inherent schematic. Pass rush chops are ready for action on day 1 in the NFL. Say he's ready. Say he's ready for the NFL. What do you guys think? What are you looking at out there? Defensive tackle's a big need. Rodriguez? Yeah, I like Rodriguez. That's who I picked last draft. All right, got Rodriguez. There you go, guys. Dude, you guys are doing a great job. Erica's done so many drafts with us. Lots. Very vocal, too. She'll push her weight around. Kind of need that, though. You need somebody to help make the decisions. As long as you can get somebody else to sign off on it, helps move the show a little bit. Like I said, it's all in fun. There's no rush. You know, you do so many of these. We're going to do. We just did 2. We did 1 earlier. We'll try to. Oh, these guys want to trade us all next year's stuff. We're done. Oh, Elijah Surratt from Indiana. Wow. Talk about a receiver, guys. Whew. That'd be something else, huh? Dante Lawson, linebacker. Kalen Rutledge, he's available. Guard out of Georgia. Caleb Tiernan, there you go. There's your offensive tackle. That's 93. What do you guys think about Tiernan? Remember we were talking about him, swing tackle, last one I picked up in that draft. What do you guys think? What do we need? What's up, James? How you doing, buddy? Doug. Defensive tackle or safety. So far, here's our picks. Here's who we got. We got a defensive tackle, Lee Hunter at Texas Tech. We got a linebacker, Jacob Rodriguez out of Texas Tech. 2 guys from the same school. Hmm. Darrell Jackson, Florida State. Mid-round nose tackle. I feel like that's what we just got. Lee Hunter. Iowa State, Dominic Orange. See what's going on with this guy. Big Citrus. Another nose tackle. Dang. This guy right here. I might have picked him up first. I think I remember watching him play Big Ten. All right. So, Doug and Lewis, what do you guys think? Or Louis, what do you guys think as far as the left tackle goes? Let's go over here. We got Caleb Tiernan right off the back, and then Tristan Lee out of Clemson, Austin Barber out of Florida, Jude Barry out of Boston College. Those are all our tackles. What are you looking at? Safety. Got Kilgore out of Carolina, Bud Clark out of TCU, and Zaki Waitley out of Penn State, Michael Taff out of Texas. So, Boykin later on. What do you guys think, man? Let's pick somebody. Let's pick somebody. I hope you guys. We're going to go with Tiernan. There you go. You guys hit that like and subscribe button. Share this video, man. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Y'all know what to do. Appreciate the view. Okay. Here we go. We're on the board. This is what we got available. We got a tackle available. We got a quarterback. We got tight end, defensive tackle, receiver, cornerback, tackle, running back, guard. What do you guys think? What position you guys want to look at? Safety. I keep hearing safety coming up. Let's look at safety. Michael Tafe out of Texas. Take a look at that guy. 6', 190. Potential mid-round gem in the 2026 draft class. Career testament to the merit of perseverance. Initially committed to Rice out of high school, but later made a decision to walk on Texas. Redshirted first season. Saw more snaps, earned a scholarship. Emerged a regular defensive contributor. 2024, he earned All-American honors. 78 tackles, 5.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, 2 interceptions, 10 pass breakups. Wow. Raw production, eye-catching, Impact rate of 85. That's pretty high. Sub 330 arms. He can get off blocks. He only missed 3% of tackles. Exceedingly well-rounded, if unspectacular safety prospect with quality starter potential. Hey, man. What do you guys think about that guy? What do you guys think about that safety? You want to look at another one, or do you think that one was pretty good out of Texas? I liked what I read, man. I think he's got like that grit that Ben Johnson looks for. That guy that rose up through the ashes, and fought his cause way back, fourth quarter type guy, comeback type guy. That's what I like. And he's going to back up Brisker anyways, right? Potentially, we can hope. We need Brisker, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? Good with that, or you want to look at another safety? Love you, James. Honey Bear. Best player available on safety. Well, that's tough. There you go. Drafted. All right, moving on. Hold on. Let's do it again. Let's do the NFL chime. We love it, right? We love it. Stick around, Eric, after right before the end of the show. I've got a new video. Intro, post video. Nice little 25-second intro, outro. Music video for us. All right, 163 is our next pick, okay? So far, we still need to get a cornerback. We've got that. We got the defensive tackle. We got the linebacker. We got the offensive tackle. Says we don't need it, but we know we need it, right? Safety. We got to get a cornerback now. Or an edge. So, look at cornerback. Ooh, TJ Hall. I like him. 6'11", 189. Telling you, he's good, man. Out of Iowa. Iowa's always got good defensive guys. I mean, still look at edge, though. Oh, Max Llewellyn. Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is the guy right here. You listen on NFL Network. He totally, when you look at that freaking combine, he soared through that. The guy's so smart, intelligent. He's very smart. He knows gap control. He's high level, high IQ type guy. Grinder, man. Grinder. That's the guy who I'd want as far as my edge goes if we pick him up in the draft. You guys good at Max Llewellyn? Edge? Or is there somebody else? You see Erica, somebody you guys want? Whoever was like the most, here's what I'm going to do. Whoever had the most impact with our draft that was here from start to finish, I would like to award them with a prize. So get with me on Instagram or Facebook and message me. We'll all take a vote at the end. Let's make it fair. That's how we're going to do these prizes. Got a prize in mind right now. I'm going to send to you. It's going to be great. You guys know about my prizes. Cornerback out of Florida. Is it Florida? Miami. What do you guys think? Max Llewellyn? Get the edge and then the cornerback later? I think we got cornerbacks. They just need to be healthy. I think that's what the problem is with our cornerbacks. They had plenty. We had the deepest cornerbacks. They just got to be healthy this year. It's going to be nice when we move to Indiana and have good grass. Just kidding. I don't know where we're going to move. I have no idea. That's for another show, another time. All right. I hear the gears going. All right. Well, we're going to get Max, okay? Give everyone a chance. It's harder these, later picks. I think Louis said that earlier. So I agree with that one. We had a good draft, man. Really good draft. Now all we need to do is get a cornerback, and we've picked every position. But remember, what these guys said out here is basically is that you can go out and get best player available, or you can go draft by position. And sometimes when you go do that, all you get is just a bunch of guys at all these positions. So there's three different ways to elevate your team. That's through trading, free agency, and the draft. So you don't have to force yourself into getting somebody that you don't feel is a good fit for your team or somebody that you actually believe in. So we're not guys to get guys. All right, let's see what we got here. So far, we got a defensive tackle, a linebacker, offensive swing tackle, a safety, and an edge. I think we're doing really good, guys. Proud of you. I'd give it a solid B plus. But I'm not really a draft expert. I'm just a fan. Okay. Looks like we're up and we got two more picks, okay? So if we were to pick a cornerback, best player available, I'd get the taller one. Unless you guys know who these guys are. 5'10, 5'10, 6'1". Oh, this guy actually, he's got something on here about him. Oh, he had an injury, season-ending injury. Oh, God, we don't even want to look at that. Jeez. Stuff. 6'2", 5'11", 5'11". What do you guys see out there? What do you want to get? Orange still available. What position was that available? Erica, was that defensive tackle? There's another Proctor. No orange. That was way earlier. What position you guys want? Make a pick. What do you guys think we need out there? Another linebacker? You want to get two linebackers of this draft? No orange. No orange. Tall corners are huge. Yeah, we took Llewellyn. Erica, we took Llewellyn. Need a young running back late rounds. All right, let's look at running backs, guys. Let's look at running backs. Noah Whittington, Oregon. Jamari Taylor, Virginia. Chip Tatum, Toledo. South Alabama. Le'Veon Moss, Texas A&M. Keyshawn Owens, FIU. What do you guys think? I need the Jeopardy. Do 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 do. I like Taylor. Yeah, let's look at Taylor. 5'10", 199. Talent, Virginia, 2025. Serving as a standout presence in North Central. Quickly became central force of Virginia's ACC runner-up bid on the year. Taylor amassed 1,062 yards and 14 touchdowns, 222 carries, while earning a respectable PFSN running back impact score of 77.8. Taylor's production highlights his steady floor, 5'9", 204. He's not a dominant size, nor does he have high-end size-adjusted athleticism, but he's quick to react, instinctive, and spatial creator, and he's incredibly tenacious with natural running leverage, contact balance. Taylor's high functional floor as a ball carrier grants him late round appeal, short yardage, and spell exceed his capital in a run heavy. I'm not mad at this guy. We could do far worse, right? VA. Speed back. That doesn't sound like a speed back. Torn ACL. You're out of here, bud. Coming soon. They don't even want to put stuff up about you. They don't want to put stuff about you. Track sprinter. 4.4. Breakout. Season-ending knee injury. Ouch. Day 3 option. Prolific playmakers. 897 yards and 13 touchdowns on 131 carries. 1,545 total yards. Returning punts. Nagging lower body injury limited his ability and efficiency, but his medical checks out. Potential to be a vital rotational presence. Return specialist. Explosive, agile, high cut. Well, that's a possibility. That guy from Pittsburgh. They make good ball players out there. Let's see. See what everybody's thinking. Yes. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Let's get Jamari Taylor. Done. Got our running back. All right. Now we got our next pick. What do you guys think? Go get ourselves another defensive tackle or something, or linebacker? What do you guys want? Tight end? Another safety? Let's see what you guys say. First two picks were DT, not for us. First two, we had a linebacker. We had Jacob Rodriguez was our second. Lee Hunter was our first pick, and he was a defensive tackle. Another linebacker? Two linebackers in the draft? Okay. Yeah, see, we had Lee Hunter, defensive tackle, Texas Tech, another defensive player, linebacker, Texas Tech, Jacob Rodriguez. And then Caleb Tiernan, swing tackle, Northwestern, safety, edge, and running back. So let's look at linebackers. We got linebacker Oregon, Bryce, Xavier, Arkansas, Carson Scherer, Iowa. Let's look at that guy. Oh. This is pick best linebacker available, ain't it? What do you guys think? I think you guys did a good draft. No, you're good. You're good, Doug. Best linebacker available. Best linebacker available. Okay, there we go. Good draft, guys. I might end up splurging. Or doing we could do. So for PFF, it's like $200. I think for the year, it's not worth. It's for me. That's a little heavy right now. But I think if I did, like a raffle just for the PFF so we could get it for a full year, it's got more stuff. It actually gives us a grade. It'll give us a grade of our draft. This one won't. And then you don't have any of the stuff that, basically right now what you're getting is a lot of, I don't know if you guys seen it, but you have a lot of like commercials and stuff and ads and stuff that's in the way. So it's a lot clearer. PFFs is good. You guys know that. So thinking about it. You guys did a really good draft, man. Good job. Who do you guys think stood out of everybody that drafted inside the chat? Who did the best out of all you guys, out of all your peers? Who was the most influence, whatever, had the best input, would you say? Well, let's reward them with something. Doug, Louie, Erica. Let's go ahead and close this out. All right, I'm back. Let's turn that red down a little bit, huh? There we go. A lot of red there. Better. Okay. A bit more. Everyone was good. Well, I can't give everybody something. Oh, man. Go back. Do me a favor. Everybody go back and put in the Erica, Louie, and myself, all three. Top three. Everybody go back and put who they thought did the best. We'll figure it out. We'll give something away, okay? Thank you guys for everything. As always, man. Thank you guys for joining the show. And this mock draft, one of many, is brought to you by Chicago Sports Podcast. Subscribe for more Bears coverage, rumors, and weekly breakdowns, man. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Come back after the show's over, drop a comment. It helps with the algorithm, everything else. So that's all I really got. Stay here for 30 seconds afterwards and watch the outro. Okay, outro video. It's awesome. Shout out to Go Home Trav for that one. Love it. We'll have more to come. Got a lot of stuff. Got a lot of trade prospects, trade possibilities, all kinds of fun stuff coming up this coming week. All right, night shows are back. We're gonna have a blast. What do you guys think about the studio updates? I got some studio updates in here. You guys like them? I like them. Well, it looks a lot clearer picture and stuff. So I'm bringing more quality to you guys. Okay, love you guys. You guys are good quality, great people. Chi-town up, bear down.
Red lights flash, goods in the summer, whole city mad. Tracks like a tone, lingering for the sound. City ride with it, yeah, this our town. It's Chicago. Fucking here we live in Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, we in it. Cut the take, cut the call. Whole city tell me when we turn the ball. It's Chicago. Let's pay, lean in. Chicago. Sports podcast, yeah, this spin. Same heart, same code. Sports podcast, hey, let's go.
All right, guys. Have a good day. Appreciate it.